Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Toyota Camry. We're talking about this generation here from year 2012 to year 2014. If you guys have one of those, you have a problem where the car overheats, we will explain which fuse, which relay you need to check, guys, for the radiator cooling fans. You have one fuse, one relay that you need to check if your car is overheating. Always check those. Before we continue, guys, we will explain about where you can buy cheap fuses and relays, that way do not waste your money, why it's important to test fuses and relays. All that, guys, will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Make sure you stay until the end. So before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us, guys. We'll be making a video for every single fuse, every single relay in that generation Toyota Camry and every car we get at the garage. Why we do that? Because many of you will need that information sooner or later. Let's say you need a fuel pump, guys, fuse, or you need a steering angle sensor. Those will not be labeled correctly. You will have abbreviations that might say something like FI. You may not have an idea that's a fuel pump, guys, or fuel injection system. So that's why we're making video for every single fuse, every single relay, to save you time and money. And if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, or if you need to find a fuse, all we have to do, spend a minute or two, watch the video, find out the fuse, instead of, guys, spending time to find it in the service manual, instead of, guys, wasting money, okay, and time on parts and tools you don't need. Another thing, guys, every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Those are our main YouTube channels. We have more than 1.2 million subscribers, guys, and we have more than 10,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in free repairs. Another thing, let us show you something quick. You have, guys, some special fuses and relays. We're going to put a link in the description of the video below where you can get fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way you don't waste your money. You have those multi-block fuses, we'll put the link for them as well, for different fuses, for different relays, okay? All kinds of fuses and relays. If you need to buy some and not to waste your money, we'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get them from. Check it out. So let's start on it now. So let's explain now, if you have a Toyota Camry, okay, which fuse and relay you need to check if the car is overheating. If the radiator fan does not work, your car can easily overheat. You guys have two different fuse boxes. We'll be working in one of them. Luckily enough, this is the one that's easy to access. Once you open the hood on your Toyota Camry, guys, check this thing out. This is your engine. And right here will be the radiator fan. That's your radiator. Behind it, it's the radiator fan. That's your car battery. This is the fuse box that we need. That cover will need to be removed, and once you open it, you will see a fuse box layout that will look just like this one right here. Before we, guys, continue, let's explain why it's important to test fuses and relays. So let me explain why it's super important, guys, to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist, guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays, guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below, specifically to that video. Please check it out. So let's explain now what we have here specifically, guys, which fuse you will need to check. If you guys come and see that that's called a multi-link fuse, this one and the one over here, we will need to check this one here. Let us show you the side view, what the fuse looks like when you remove it. Okay, this is the fuse, guys. Okay, now it consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual fuses. If one of them burns, you have to replace the whole fuse box. The good news, we'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get it at a good price and quick shipping. Here, guys, you will need to check, okay, that's known as fuse number 2, but that's the first fuse. That's for the radiator cooling fan, that big fuse right here. I believe it's a 50 fuse. Now, another thing that you will need to check, go back to the fuse box right here, and here we need to check, guys, that relay right here for the radiator fan as well. That's the relay that controls the radiator fan. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you for watching. See you next time.